Hi, I'm Rhyan Arietta, and I'm over everything changing. In a world like today's, change is happening fast, and with the situation we've been put into, the change is inevitable. And often it's hard to accept, and especially for myself, it's scary. It's very stressful to be put into a situation like this and just be forced to go along with what everybody else is doing. It's hard, and I feel like everyone's in the same situation, and we can all relate to each other. And this is something that is apparent in everyone's life right now. I don't like change. I don't like the unknown, and I don't like not knowing what's gonna happen next or what's gonna change next. And I've used the word change way too many times, but it's okay. And it's just, I'm stressed out. I know you're all stressed out too, and I feel for you. Personally, for myself right now, school is in and out, then in and out, and then in and then back out. And personally, that's very hard. It's very hard to be in this week and hybrid next week. My school's hybrid is a day in, a day out, a day in, a day out too. And then every other Friday, which is the hard part because it's hard to remember which Friday you're in and it gets confusing. And on top of that, every Friday is a 2-hour early dismissal too, which is just hard to keep track of. For my schedule, if my school is going hybrid, that is, I'm in school Tuesdays and Thursdays and every other Friday, like I previously mentioned. This is hard because especially my sleep schedule gets messed up because the days that I am online, I can sleep later because I have my study hall first, which is super nice. So I don't have to be in a class until 9:06, but if I'm in school, I need to be at school by 8 o'clock, which is a big difference. So my sleep schedule is all messed up all the time. And this week, because I'm all virtual, I can stay up later. And then next week, I'm gonna have to get up earlier, so I'm gonna have to not stay up as late, which is hard. And along with the topic of schedules, it's hard to stay in a routine. A couple videos ago, I did a morning routine video. There's a card up there. That morning routine is my online school morning routine, if that makes sense. My morning routine is totally different from my in-school morning routine, I guess. So it's just hard to get into like a groove or a schedule. And for me, personally, I hate change. I am very afraid of the unknown. And if you watch my New Year's goals video, there's a card up there. I expressed that I want to be uncomfortable this year. I wanted to push myself to make some changes and confront my fears. And for me, all this change is hard. I like to be in a set routine every day and keep following that routine. So this often is challenging for me. I'm sorry. I'm like super worried the camera's gonna cut out. That happened for one of my other videos and I had to redo the whole thing. It was super upsetting, but... And then, if any of you play sports, that's also a place that has big changes going on. For me, if you did not know, I play field hockey, and right now it's indoor field hockey season. I love indoor. I like it better than outdoor, personally, but we have to wear masks because it's inside, which kind of stinks. I know outside sports are probably wearing masks too, like soccer, and because you didn't know what an outside sport is. And the masks just make it harder to keep running and just like stay in the sport as long because you run out of breath really fast. I personally put one of these cage things in my mask to like hold it from going in my mouth, and then I put like a special athletic mask on top, which kind of helps. So if you're struggling to find a good mask, that's what I would recommend. But also, you never know how long you're gonna be in the sport. Like for field hockey, we've got shut down a couple times, and it just stinks to have that happen because we were going strong. We had our first tournament, and then we got news that we were closed down for a couple weeks, which is just kind of awful because it's so exciting to be there with the team, just see people, which is super exciting, just be around my friends and everything. It's just such a great environment, and to have to not be in that environment for a couple weeks is awful. And you can't really extend the season, and you don't know when the next time you're gonna get canceled is. You don't know how long you're staying in. You don't know how long you can even play. It's just terrible to not know what your next week's gonna look like, or the week after that even. And just to have that unsurety, is that a word? We're gonna go with it's a word. Just to have that no, it can't be a word. It literally, no. Just to have that unsureness, is that a word? Just to have that unsure mentality on whether or not you're gonna be able to go see your friends is terrible. And I hope 2021 is so much better than 2020. And let's make it our year. Make this year better. And this was my situation. This is my personal life, what's just personally going on. I would love to hear about yours down in the comments below. I don't know if you really care about my personal life, but make sure to tell me. Like this video if you found value in it, and definitely hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. That's a wrap. Peace. And with all these changes occurring, it would be really helpful if someone came up with a list of 10 things to how to cope with change, wouldn't it? You're in luck because I'm posting that video Sunday at noon. So definitely stick around.